Hey guys, it's Zachy. So I just released my Slipknot Before I Forget cover, and not that long ago I was just sitting there messing around with this bass. This is a Dean Metalman V. It's the iconic Dean headstock. Single pickup, has stickers on it. Let me shut the amp off. So, in this video, I think I'm just going to be sitting here talking about each bass I have, almost like an updated, like almost every guitar that has been in my channel as of lately, and why I use them and why I maybe have them or something like that. So, the only one I'm not going to be talking about is my Ibanez Rg. It's in my other room. Everybody knows the story of that guitar. It was Philip's axe on the channel when he was in Scythe. So, yeah. So we might as well just start with this one. I got this thing in June from my mom. It was a guitar I found. It was in a store and here in my town. I changed the knobs. I actually painted this one silver with silver paint. Then this is just a regular Strat knob that I painted silver. Has a pretty decent humbucker here. I just wish it was up here because I prefer the neck sound, not so much the bridge. That's part of the reason why I don't use this thing that much. When I got it, I used to use this thing quite a bit because it was like new. Shitty bridge. The pickup actually does have some pretty decent sounds for certain songs. Volume and tone is part of the reason why it kind of sucks. The only thing I really like about this bass is not only just the shape of the V, but this, like, the V is a really nice shape. But I also really like the feel of the neck. It's a 14-inch radius neck. It's a C shape. The nut is pretty thin. It almost reminds me of a jazz bass. I kind of like the look of the Dean headstock, probably because I'm sort of a Dime fan, and Dime used not Flying V's. He used Dean and Washburn and all that. Let me plug this bass in. Let me kind of show you some sounds, and then we'll move on to the next one. Just everything rolled up. Just using my, it has a really sort of honky sound. Tone rolled off. Like, it's more of a bump, bump, bump. I guess you can do that with this song. Well, with this bass. Not my favorite. I do plan on doing a lot of upgrading to it. Probably scrapping this one for an EMG 40 because for some reason Dean used a bigger pickup for 4-string. So probably just a EMG 40 HZ in here, and then probably an EMG P pickup in here. Gonna route the body out, and this will just be like the guitar. Maybe I just maybe keep in the back as a backup if I totally need it. It's in concert pitch. So yeah, on to the next one, which this one you guys have seen many times before, and I just brought it back to the channel not that long ago. Lynzie, plug her in. So that sounds like a bass. I tuned her up to E standard, and yeah, drop D. What the fuck? Like, literally just the string went like that. It's a really decent bass. Let me actually slow it so you guys can kind of see the bass note. And I just dropped my pick. Luckily, I can see where it went. And this is with both pickups and everything besides the bass rolled up. It might just be a little bit sharp. I took it to school with me on Friday. It sounded sharp when I did. When I did the Shizm intro. YouTube don't copyright me. Yeah. You get the point. As of right now, I'm running D'Addario strings on it. In no way am I endorsed by D'Addario or Jackson or Dean or Perry straps, Dunlop picks, hip shot, or anything like that. I'm just a dumb teenager in his bedroom making pointless YouTube videos at 9 o'clock at night. So, yeah. Jackson Kelly Bird, 4-string. Plans for this thing, I'm still wanting to put EMGs in here, get a new bridge, place the rest of the tuners. I'm thinking about all parts Omega bass bridge in here for this, because I know those bridges are pretty good. As far as pickups go, I'm thinking an EMG 35P4 and an EMG 35TW. BTC, well, on just a regular 3-band control and a selector switch. I'm probably going to drill a hole for right here because I'm probably going to need that push-pull pot. And I want to do some kill switch stuff. So that's Lynzie. Grab fella that I never really talked about on the channel. Originally called Beast. This bass's name is now Vic Rattlehead. Not only is it a David Ellefson bass, but God, does this thing rattle sometimes. Although it doesn't affect the playability or the functionality of the instrument, when I shake it, there's a little rattly thing up in here. I don't know what it is. I know it's not truss rod rattle, because if it was truss rod rattle, this B string would be going nuts. So it doesn't really affect the instrument. It doesn't come through the amp. Same sort of situation as Lynzie. D'Addario strings, I run these 45 to 130 nickel wound. I love nickel wound strings. And previously I was running Ernie Ball regular slinkies. And this thing just has the stock EMG HZ pickups with Jackson 3-band EQ. Again, I love the color on the back. You can see I put the tag on it like Lynzie has. Maple fingerboard, really nice playable action. Actually, the reason why I never really used this thing up until around July is because I took it into a guy around April. And he does, like, the shop I took it to is a local shop here in Colorado Springs. And it's called Pro Sound Music. And I know a couple of guys there, and the older guy, he's like my best friend sometimes, I swear. He's the one that actually fixed this thing up for me. He leveled and crowned all the frets. I still keep this action at about a 1/16 of an inch, so I can still play. Really fast and hard without getting too much buzz. As far as plans for this bass, the tuners are really good on this thing, so don't need to worry about that. I'm pondering the pickups. Since this is a David Ellison bass, I'm always thinking about putting a set of David Ellison pickups in here, while still maybe doing the selector switch. Put the BQS or BTC system in here. Again, get a Omega bass bridge in here. As of right now, I'm running Schallers on it, as far as the strap locks, and they really do work really well. I prefer them to Dunlop. I do have DiMarzio clip locks on my Ovation, as you guys may know, but I don't know where the strap is. It was my dad's guitar, so yeah, and we'll get to that guitar here in a bit. So yeah, Vic Rattlehead, or all formerly known as Beast, has a few little battle wounds, well, really some buckle rash. And fun fact about this bass is it's my second bass, well, it's my gotta enjoy that tone. It's on the neck pickup. I'm just gonna show you some tones and I'll tell you what I was about to say. That's with everything on, including both pickups, bridge pickup with everything. Man, that distortion pedal is badass, I'm telling you. That's really the tone I've had for a long time, is the treble in the mid flat, but I recently started running the treble higher. You know, I'm really starting to prefer higher tones, so yeah. Vic. I'm gonna go grab Cruella now. Hang on. Please stand by for please stand by for this commercial break. Alright, Vic, you're gonna go up here. Not Vic, Steele, that's the name of my dean. This bass, my Jackson concert bass, CBX NT4M. this thing needs quite a bit of work. Needs new strings on it for sure. I'm gonna probably take it into that guy, have him work on it. Same case scenario as all my other basses. Actually, I'm gonna show you. Oh shit! I just realized I never told you about what I was about to say about Vic. So the bass I have right now is actually the second 5-string Kelly Bird I ever got. The first one I got it in the mail. I ordered it from Guitar Center almost a year ago. And UPS being the guitar player's natural enemy, came damaged. So I sent it back. Placed an order for supposed the second one, got the same one back but in worse condition. And then there was one up in Denver, and they got that one shipped to the one here in Springs. My dad went and got it, and here we are. And then I went and took it into Richard. So, yeah. I actually bought this bass from Pro Sound. For a while, it was really my main bass because it was actually, this actually replaced, you guys remember my Jackson Spectra? I traded that thing in for this thing. And yeah, again, same case scenario. I want to put my own twist on the electronics, you know, put EMGs in, you know, put in the EQ selector switch, might change the pick guard, put a Omega bass bridge on here. This one's not terrible. Tuners are great. So again, like I said, this thing just really needs a leveling on the frets. Then again, the action's a lot lower. But yeah, it's a good bass, neck through. You can't find this particular model anymore, really, unless you look on Reverb or eBay and you pay like $700 for one or whatever. But you know, it's a good bass. You can get the new CBX NT models, the Jackson Bacher, for around the same price. You know, you get Rickenbacker look, you get the cover, you get the Rickenbacker style bridge, still neck through and all that, and you get in a variety of different colors. I think you can still find the green one of these with the Amaranth fretboard, and I think you can still find the 5-string versions. I don't know about the red one, but I think the walnut and the black one you can still find. Wendy's Ice, delightful. There's a headstock, really nice headstock. Block inlays. I don't have a Jackson bass with shark fin inlays. That's weird. But yeah, again, Jackson basses, love them. I think I could probably go ahead and turn my amp off now and go ahead and grab my acoustic. That thing hasn't made any covers yet. So here's my acoustic. This is my Ovation Celebrity CC44. Yep. Made in China. I think. Yep. This guitar is old as fuck and it's probably out of tune. Let me see. Not terrible. Luckily I finally put a new 9-volt battery in here. This guitar is, I'm guessing, around a 2009 Ovation. The reason why I can tell these specific models from the current ones is I think the headstock color is a little bit different. I think the new ones have silver hardware, chrome. And this part of the fretboard, I like this look better versus the more angular one that they have now. But you can still find ones really similar to this. Some of my favorite riffs on acoustic guitars, well, I think you guys already know. You know, Through Glass. That song is in half step down, that's why it sounds different. But one of my favorites is the intro to Falling Under or something like that from Dream Theater. And fun fact about Ovation and Slipknot, Mick Thompson actually had a signature Ovation, which if I ever found one of those, I would buy that and not eat for a month. Because I love Mick that much. And Ovation's just been around for God knows how long, and they're some of the best acoustic guitars. And I needed an acoustic guitar, so my dad gave me this one. I cannot tell you how many times I knocked this thing over when I was a kid. But one thing I really do like about it is the abalone binding on it. And it also has the dots. Don't know how well you can see those, but they look really good. Like I said, clip lock system. On here, it's electric acoustic, standard Ovation parts. I haven't played guitar in quite a while. But whenever my good old buddy Owen Barros is over, he plays this thing, Philip Acosta. I had a friend, he's in a death metal, black metal band, I don't remember which genre he does. But he came over because he needed some help recording bass parts. And he sat and noodled around on this thing. And they all love it. The only other acoustic I would really consider besides this one for me is ESP TL series. Maybe if I just want to get a 7-string acoustic. Anyway, so like I said, I just wanted to kind of go over, my updated guitar collection in a way. Like I said, the one I used most this year was actually a Vic, even though I didn't have them that much this year. I guess that's what happens when you get multiple covers up in 3 months. Lynzie's kind of been on the charts again, which is cool. I introduced the acoustic guitar on my end. And I think I only used Cruella like once or twice on the channel. And really all Steele does is just sit there and look pretty. But anyway, you guys go ahead and check out my new cover before I forget. Tribute to Joey Jordison and Paul Gray. I will be doing separate tributes to both of them when, you know, May comes around and when July comes around. I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing for Joey's because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing for Paul. But for Joey, I'm thinking about doing Eyeless. And one thing you guys might notice is I play Slipknot songs in B standard instead of drop B. I actually find that some of the songs are actually easier in B standard. So bass players, if you're learning Slipknot and you have a 5-string, I recommend you try out, you know, using B standard tuning. And then drop A is just drop A. So yeah. This video is approaching a half hour. Before my phone runs out of storage, I'm going to cut this here. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.